Hi, I'm Freddie Cardoza with Academii. In higher education, we talk a lot about research and writing. One important part of writing in my field is, of course, academic writing or technical writing. It's something that's very important and it's a sign of one's scholarly contribution to the field. It's important for people to do that are working in these types of positions or aspiring to these types of positions. And so, one thing is I want to encourage people to think about that. And if you're a person who is wanting to move into higher education, you are taking your doctor's degree, you are completing it, you're thinking, hey, that's something important for me to do, and it is. And if you haven't begun to develop a habit of writing, let me encourage you to do so. But in addition to that, one thing that I encourage people in Academii to do is, in addition to doing journal articles and essays or chapters in books or even complete monographs, that is, entire books, is the importance to also add to popular discussion. So we live in a world where people are increasingly going to non academic sources for information. You think of Wikipedia, for example. And the thing is that people are looking at those things. You think about YouTube. YouTube is the second most searched site in the world on the internet. It's amazing. And because of this, people are finding their information in places other than newspapers, other than academic sources like books and journals. For that reason, people who want to have an impact on culture, academicians, people like us, are people that have to have a voice also in popular culture. One way to do that is through blogging. Another way is through vlogging or video blogs like this. Another way is through podcasting. And there are many other ways. But content can be shared in these types of ways. And I want to speak to the issue of blogging in particular today. You know, it's easy to not take time to blog. I know that with my own schedule, it's a crazy, crazy thing. And there's times that I just don't really have time to invest in taking time to write or to edit writing. But it is really important. Let me give you an example. I was looking at one of the blogs that I work on, and I was, wondering how it was going because I hadn't been able to be back there recently to post. And see, recently I was approached by an organization about my blogs and about writing for them. And I won't mention who it is, but I'll begin writing soon for them. And their reach is very, very substantial. In addition to that, I write for our university blog, and that blog in the blogosphere has just gotten up to 500,000 hits from all of our collective group of writers. That's amazing. But I was on my personal blog and I thought, well, I've not really had time lately to really deal with this. Is it really making a difference? After all, on blogs, most people do not subscribe. So there's a lot of readers that you have that just simply don't subscribe for one reason or the other. So I started looking and I just checked today after some time of inattention and found that nearly 11,000 people have been on my blog reading without me even knowing it. That's a pretty big group. When's the last time any of us spoke to 11,000 people at once? It's an amazing thing. So if you want to expand your audience for your content, think about blogging. When I see that as an academic chair of a university on a person's CV or Vita, I look at that and I'm like, wow, this is a person that's on the cutting edge. It's a person who's aware of culture. He's a person that people are aware that he's aware and she's aware of where culture is going and are actively trying to contribute to that discussion. It shows you're relevant. So don't be irrelevant. If you're trying to build your impact in culture and society, and especially for your academic future, think about things like that. Strengthen your CV. Make a difference. Distinguish yourself from many others who don't have that. That's my tip for the day.